Yo, people, man. Jazz in the building. This one was requested by Eric and that. Let's get into it. We got Manilla by a man like Lupe Fiasco, bro. Actually, oh, rotted. So, a manila, often spelled manila, is historically a horseshoe-shaped, open-ended metal ring, copper, brass, or bronze used as currency and decorative jewelry in West Africa, which I'm half Gambian, which is in West Africa, from the 16th century, often for slave trading. Crazy. So you guys know that I literally wear these and that, fam. Now, these are cultural to my country as well and that, fam. Normally, people just wear one, but I went back to Gambia in 2023 and I hadn't been back since like 2016. So instead of getting one, I went crazy and got both with the matching rings as well and that, fam. But it basically just has your name on it, basically. So my first name and my second name or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's crazy that we got this right here and that, fam. I don't think, obviously it's silver, and silver was used as a currency, salt was used as a currency, cowrie shells, So obviously silver was used as a currency, but I don't know if the bangles itself was ever used as a currency. Probably not, you know what I mean? Probably just a status of whatever in that, man, you know what I mean? But let's get into it. Let's see what I want. So if you go to Gambia, you'll see a lot of these, you know what I mean?
We are people who have historically been on the verge of extinction.
Oh,
we
yeah.
have been,
This makes sense and that, bro. The connection is making full sense and that, because man like Lupe Fiasco, he's a follow through. He's a person that follows through. He's not just gonna name something and then go off course like rappers do and that, bro. He's gonna stick to the subject matter. So okay, I already know what this
many
is.
times under much stress since being brought into this country on many slave ships.
Preparations, reparations from segregation. Genius at Genesis, Master System Segas.
And Master System Segas and that, bro. Listen, man, chat to them, bro. But that's the other thing as well, is that obviously when we talk about slaves that were brought to America, the Caribbeans and that, bro, we all obviously know that they were mostly brought from West Africa. Like most people, if they do an ancestry test, like Black Americans, all of that, more so it's Nigeria, West Africa, all of that type of stuff. So there's also that connection as well. And as you mentioned, segregation, all of that type of stuff. So he's talking about both sides of it.
Being brought into this country on many slave ships.
Preparations, reparations from segregation. Genius at Genesis, Master System Segas. Pujabi mommy, dissect invaders on Sepulveda. Anointed players who coin phrases, that's metal paper. Level layers, several shades of gray, a submission forward. MILF lover under silk covers who kiss her horses. Pilates central to preserving the body temple. Jazz classics combating the fattest ass status. Quotient, my potions.
Man said the jazz classic, the different types of music opposing each other, but even the horseshoe, because obviously Manilla is in a horseshoe type and that, bro. So he's literally connecting the what do you call it, or integrating the title of the song within his verses. There's something else I was gonna say. Yeah, there's gonna be a few things that are gonna go over my head, because I'm a person, my memory is terrible, bro. Even before I started this reaction, I knew Eric requested this, but I forgot his name, bro. I was like, wait, bro, how can I forget my guy's name and that, fam? And then I remembered it. So I only can concentrate on one thing at a time. And even though I want to learn a lot about Black history and all of that, now's not the time, bro. I'm trying to grind and flip and become a multi-millionaire. You get what I'm trying to say? Man, I ain't got time for that, bro. And trying to help people and all of that type of stuff. So there's going to be certain things that he's going to mention within history that's over my head type of thing.
Jazz classics of horses, Pilates central to preserving the body temple. Jazz classics combating the fattest ass status. Quotient, my potion soaking like boats and oceans. Motion sickness, I overdid out my finesse pack. Multi-decking new refreshment lessons from jet snacks. My mama wisdom, my competition is setbacks. Jet lagging, very swagging, my Jordans dirty. AMG performance, my foreign don't show no mercy. Mere products, objects meaningless to the overstanders. Contemplating with industrialists and social planners. Manila.
What I like as well in that, bro, how he's taking like historical things. So for example, when he was talking about the Sega Genesis and right there in that, bro, my foreign dirty or whatever he said, I like how he basically takes like historical things in that, bro, that hold a lot of power, and then he's also relating it back to something that's kind of materialistic or hollow in that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like that juxtaposition.
Work overseeing the 5 classics. You can accomplish anything if you survive. kitchen and co-defendants. Soda sipping the soca rhythms and global vision.
When we look at the social hierarchy, black people are all the way at the bottom. More specifically, the black woman is all the way at the bottom. So if you survive that, there ain't nothing you can't fucking accomplish.
Okay.
In simple terms, the best way to explain it, black people are all the way at the bottom. So if you survive that, bruv, there's nothing beneath you, bro. Everything else is conquerable, bro. Flipping hell, man. Oh my. Now, one more time. That was beautifully said. And you see the way he said it, blackness. Get me. Shout out Eric, man. You know what I'm saying? This is right down my lane. Oh yeah. Sorry. And the craziest thing as well, I didn't even want to mention this, but I unfollowed man like Stevie Knight, innit? Because there's a man like E to the IP who's a follower of the channel, whatever, told me about him, but I never witnessed it. And I sometimes don't really watch his content outside of the music reactions, but I think it was surrounding like some of the Sinners drama. But
oh Lord have mercy, another coon.
Yeah, he was one of those. I didn't really, because I've only watched him for his musical content. I've watched one or two things outside of music and all of that type of stuff in terms of his non-music content and that, bro, but never got the raccooning side of him and that, bro. I had to unfollow the guy and that. I mean, it's so sad. And now Screwface John's going through the whole drama as well, and that is crazy to me. But my point is that when I'm doing these reactions and that, bro, obviously laugh, all of that type of stuff, but I always try to, you get me, just make people understand certain things about black people and that, bro, and also try to kill off the raccooning and that, fam, because there's a lot of it within the black content creation space, whether it's music, whether it's in the American entertainment world, whether it's in the UK entertainment world. Sometimes when you look at people like Kyson, at the people around him, even KSI and that, bro, they indulge in the, you get what I'm trying to, kind of selling out and that, from all pretty much selling out type of thing, you get me? So I always try to reinforce certain things and certain messages within my content. So hearing something like this and that, man, it's like, it's refreshing, man. It's refreshing.
Life's work, overseeing the 5 classics. You can accomplish anything if you survive blackness. Sober living, kosher kitchen, and co-defendants. Soda sipping the soca rhythms and global vision. Fear no verdict, but I feel allergic to local prisons. My new resurgence are due returning to socialism. Youth moves, pay dividends as an old man. Snake-headed Mayan goddess body with gold hands. Father.
Crazy. And speaking of socialism and that, where America's currently going through it, man, I feel like some of the things that have taken part politically or that have taken place are kind of like opening people's eyes. I feel like it's definitely a make or break type of point on that, where America is kind of reaching a breaking point and people are kind of opening their eyes of what's going on and that, you know what I mean? And I feel like as time goes on, people obviously notice the tricks of the trade and that when it comes to governments and all that type of stuff all over the world, you know what I mean? But the wool is starting to be pulled over people's eyes, or in reverse, yeah.
Living kosher kitchen and co-defendants. Soda sipping the soca rhythms and global vision. Fear no verdict, but I feel allergic to local prisons. My new resurgence are due returning to socialism. Youth moves, pay dividends as an old man. Snake-headed Mayan goddess body with gold hands. Father sin.
Like everyone should be taking care of.
Man, snake-headed Mayan goddess body with gold hands. Father send his twins into the underworld. Though legendary, I weapon carry for same goals. My Februaries is necessary to save souls. Epilepsy diamonds flicker foolish on the cuff wrist. Do my duty to be useless to the fuck shit. Manufacture finished goods to service local needs. Dashboards lack the means to show my total speeds. Fast forward floors, forge orchids to go with me.
The syllable play right now is absolutely disgusting.
Body with gold hands. Father send his twins into the underworld. Though legendary, dividends as an old man. Snake-headed Mayan goddess body with gold hands. Father send his twins into the underworld. Though legendary, I weapon carry for same goals. My Februaries is necessary to save souls. Epilepsy diamonds flicker foolish on the cuff wrist. Do my duty to be useless to the fuck shit. Manufacture finished goods to service local needs. Dash.
Man said, do my duty to be useless to the F shit and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Which is exactly what he's putting on display right now and that.
Diamonds flicker foolish.
Oh, I'm doing exactly
on the cuff wrist. Do my duty to be useless to the fuck shit. Manufacture finished goods to service local needs. Dashboards lack the means to show my total speeds. Fast forward floors forge orchids to go, man.
Chat to them. Man said we're working on different frequencies and that, bro. What the eye see in that, bro, doesn't tell the whole story in that, fam. There's something completely different going on behind the scenes.
Fast forward floors forge orchids to go, man. Manufacture finished goods to service local needs. Dashboards lack the means to show my total speeds. Fast forward floors forge orchids to go, man. Construct the future with 30 bars. Long tenures, I'm returning home to dirty cars. Jasmine necklace from a poor woman, no Hindu streets. I gave her rupees, she gave me beauty at Temple Creek. Manilla's. Roman logic, Greek prophets and ab tutors. Be more youngins, they 12 o'clock in and jumping scooters. Through entertainment, I end the training to run the future. Ain't time checked off my checkouts, too much for your computers.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I told you guys my default mode of listening to music is listening to the flow, syllable play, all of that type of stuff, and not properly listening to the words and that, bro. I was getting too into the swagger of the way he was flowing and that. I forgot he was talking some shit on China, say, bro. Reload that, man.
Roman logic, Greek prophets and ab tutors. Be more youngins, they 12 o'clock in and jumping scooters. Through entertainment, I end the training to run the future. Ain't time checked off my checkouts, too much for your computers. Chakra waves, singing bold, stirring, I'm Dalai Lama. Creation stepping, my mental selection, Bobby Condas. Nightmare women, dream girls, embodied monsters. Don't confuse my temptation battles for body mantras. Soul pilot to my reputation is Bodhisattva. Nightmare women, dream girls, embodied monsters. Don't confuse my temptation battles for body mantras. Soul pilot to my reputation.
Bro, I don't know why, man. Because I always say every single man has a dog in him. It's just a matter of how much that man can control that dog. But at the same time, not every man has the same dog as well and that, fam. I feel like every guy gets horny, bro. Like even me, I'm able to control myself to a certain extent where I don't engage with every single female that crosses my paths and that, bro. But at the same time, bro, when I'm outside and I see a hot one, or just when I see a woman in general, within 2 seconds, I'm flipping steady my mind would I smash or not, bro. You get me? The only difference between certain men that can restrain themselves and the ones that can't and that, fam, is literally just that. It's just willpower in that, fam. There's certain men that just are absolute horn dogs. I'm a horn dog as well, but the difference is I can control my horniness. You get what I'm trying to say? But the fact that I can do that, don't not take me for it. You get me? Like that ain't the case in that, fam. It's just a case that I can restrain myself in that, fam. You know what I mean? But crazy to me in that.
Creation stepping, my mental selection, Bobby Condas. Nightmare women, dream girls, embodied monsters. Don't confuse my temptation battles for body mantras. Soul pilot to my reputation is Bodhisattva. Word to body jealous, our Venus in this topless opera. Lost the combination, need security to come and pop a locker. Still no drinking, just bought this champagne here to watch this vodka. Pump band merchandise, patches on leather coats. Tell you tales of illegal sales by fetid boats. Swallowed by waves to hollow graves, they'll never flow. Sunken ships carry slave tokens to western coast. Manilla's. Don't run us, 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 don't run us.
Copper alloy bracelets forms were recognized and used for currency as transactions from the end of 15th century to the mid 20th century. Their metal content varied from copper to brass. Most manila were manufactured in England or France, and like trade beads, were used for trades with Africa. The local chiefs on the slave coast of West Africa traded their human cargo for many different commodities, and manila was one of them. This manila was manufactured in Birmingham between 1830 and 1850, was being shipped to Africa to be bartered for one slave each manila. These slaves were then packed into holds of ships and taken to the West Indies and the Americas to be sold for vast profits if they did not die from the journey. The Dura was one of the slave ships with trade goods on her way to Africa to pick up her human cargo when she hit a rock and sank in 1843.
Okay.
Crazy, man. It feels like we're, as black people, it feels like we're so far removed from that way of living and that from what was going on during slavery and all of that type of stuff. It feels like an eternity away, but at the same time, it feels like it was so close as well, just due to the information that we have. Obviously, passing on of information and but it's just crazy. It's like we're so far away from it, but so close to it at the same time. You get me? But hopefully, you guys enjoyed that one, though. Shout out to a man like Lupe Fiasco. Man's doing God's work, bro. Spreading the gospel, literally. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy Njies, and I'm out. In the big people.